Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and we're back out here in the garage for another Garage Gun Talk. And today I actually want to talk about cleaning guns, and actually an issue I'm having with a gun that was just lent to the channel. Not necessarily for review, because I have reviewed this model of gun before, but because I want to work on it for a friend. And I guess we'll start with this, I guess. This is the Tokarev, I guess the TT-33 is what it's technically called. This is really cool because this is an original Russian Tokarev. And I guess the date on it is 1942. It seems to be a serial number matching pistol. The frame and the slide all seem to match. And this was lent to me because my friend Alan, who also lent that really cool Star BM pistol, said, hey, I have a problem with the Tokarev. Now, I asked him the history of this gun. He told me that it was a family member that served in World War II brought this home. So this was a World War II bring home trophy. He wasn't sure if it was a battlefield pickup, meaning it was found on the battlefield next to a soldier, or maybe he traded something for it. I don't know. So the history of this pistol is unknown, but it definitely is a numbers matching Russian Tokarev. Now, before I show more about this pistol, I want to explain what the problem is. The problem is the owner, Alan, says he cannot pull the slide back on this. It's stuck, and he's not sure if the gun is loaded. So this could be a dangerous weapon. So I did try to pull the slide back. However, I'm pretty sure I know what the problem is. But before we do anything, mess with the gun, I got out the good old endoscope, and I reviewed this product a while ago. This is the Teslong Firearms Bore Endoscope, and this will let me know if this gun is loaded or not. So I thought I would do this on camera, and you never know. We might find out it is loaded, then I got to figure out what to do about getting a round out of the chamber. So got this guy on here. I know it's probably not going to show up on camera here, but I can put it over here. You guys aren't going to see anything really, I guess. But there it is. So let's go down the bore here, and let's see if there's anything in it. And it looks like the bore is really rusty, and there's a lot of buildup in there. Let's just go ahead and see if the gun is loaded or not. And there we are in the chamber, and it looks like there is no round because there is the breech face and the firing pin channel. So this gun does not have a round in it, and nothing in the magazine. So now that I know the gun is safe, I think it is time that we look and see if it is exactly what I think the problem is. And that problem is, I believe the gun, the hammer, is at half cock. If I remember correctly, there's an issue with these guns that if the hammer is at the half cock position, you can't pull the slide back. And if I pull the hammer back, and it does come back, yeah, there it goes. Now it works. So that is exactly what I thought the problem was going to be. So he was all concerned. He had a loaded gun and the slide was locked, closed. Now, this gun I do not think has been stored or cared for in quite a long time. We have some minor rusting issues, some pitting on the metal, and these Tokarevs are not known to be greatly, fitted guns. I mean, you can even see here on the barrel bushing. Look at that movement. The slide, I mean, you can just hear it rattling. Yeah, so this is probably a safe gun to shoot. It's just not a gun that's made to modern tolerances. So maybe I should take this thing apart and actually see what we're dealing with inside. I can tell you I'm probably going to have to get out some steel wool and some oil, touch up a couple parts of the slide and frame, get off some little rust, and I will have to clean out that bore. If you guys don't know how to field strip one of these, you can take most people take like a live round, and you have to push this pin back. So you put it right here, the rim of the cartridge, push it back. Should snap out. There it goes. And then you can pull this pin back, and you can see it's like that now, which will allow you to pull out the slide stop. And by the way, my friend Alan also lent some ammo to the channel. This is 7.62 by 25, which is what this gun takes. However, I don't think I'm going to shoot it, because I said I've already reviewed one of these in the past. And with that slide stop off, oh yeah, I got to make sure you hold that recoil spring in place. So there's the frame. Let's take this recoil spring out. Got to be careful, it will fly out of here. Okay, so there is that. And the barrel bushing. Man, that barrel bushing does not fit in this gun very well at all. Where is it? Where does it come out? There it goes. And there's the barrel. Doesn't look too bad on the outside, but inside I can definitely tell you there is some rust in there. The inner part of the slide doesn't look all too bad. I think I'll probably need to take this gun apart. I'll probably do a detail strip on it. I think we have 2 pins. And one pin is for the extractor. I'm assuming there's an extractor spring under there. And then we have 1 pin, I'm assuming, for the firing pin. And then a cool feature of these guns, when it comes to the trigger and the hammer group, I guess, it comes apart, where you can actually just pull this out of the pistol. So there's the hammer. You can easily get into that and clean it. And then the grips, they're not held on by screws, but actually levers internally that you got to get a screwdriver out. And you got to move one lever on one side. I see it. Hopefully it moves. Yes, it does. And then once it moves out of the way, one side of the grip should pop out. There it is. And there's that lever on the back. And on the other side, you should be able to move that as well. Gotta see which way it goes here. I don't know. I'll have to figure something else out in there. I don't want to damage it. Maybe I'll get something softer. I can see a little problem with the frame right there. You can see it. There's a little crack in it. I don't see a lot of rust, and internally it actually looks like the pistol is fine. I guess the metal there is just super thin. So I guess the gun was made in 1942 in the midst of World War II, so probably they were not too concerned about the quality of the manufacturing, especially in wartime Russia. Do I have anything right now that would be good to take this apart? I would like to get that other grip off of it. Let me see if I have this. Let's see if this would... looks like it would go this way. Man, that thing is not budging. Man, I don't want to damage it. I'll have to figure something else out. But anyway, I'll probably do like a detail strip on this pistol, put it in the ultrasonic cleaner, clean everything up, clean the rust out, and, you know, just make sure it works, because I don't think this gun has been used in a very, very long time. So anyway, that's one thing. I'm glad you guys were here for that. I always try to help my friends out. The other thing about gun cleaning I wanted to talk about is I wanted to show you something I picked up, which is awesome. I don't know if in your gun cleaning time and experience you have discovered that you can use canned air. You know those things that you use to like clean computers and keyboards out with? They can actually be a little bit expensive. I was actually going to buy a couple of more cans of that because it's good for cleaning computers, as I said, and also actually cleaning guns out. You get that really fast, you know, air stream. Well, it turns out you can buy this little thing on Amazon, and this essentially is a rechargeable can of air. It's, I guess it has some fan in it that has like 10,000 RPMs. And with this little nozzle, it's like having canned air, but without having to buy all the cans. It's pretty freaking awesome. And I have discovered it's just as good. And I don't know, I just wanted to kind of point this out to people. It's like $20 or $24 or something like that on Amazon. And this thing works just as good. So if you are somebody like myself that likes to get down into the small crevices of guns and you like to use that canned air, this thing is an amazing thing. I think they just call it an air duster. It's pretty darn awesome. So really, that's all I got for you tonight. I was hoping to have a first impressions video. I did go to the range last night with the SIG P226 double action, and I had the 40 and the 357 barrel width, but there was a lot of people at the range last night. So I'm going to try to go back tonight and get that done. What else? Boy, man, you want to know, I mentioned to you in the past in one of my previous videos, I'm sure you guys by now have heard the story of this Carmelo Anthony kid that stabbed a kid named Austin Metcalf. It's actually like blowing up into like this big national and international story. It, as I mentioned, it happened right here in Frisco, and the stadium where it happened was literally like down the street from the Frisco Gun Club, where I film all of my range reports and all the range footage that you guys normally see. And my sons have been at events at that stadium. I've actually been to that stadium quite a few times. And Carmelo Anthony was somebody that my family knew. The guy that's the murderer, that's the center of all of this, was somebody that worked with my son. My son's girlfriend trained at the grocery store to be a cashier. And the story is, and I'm not defending anybody or saying anything, I'm just telling you the story is how things get so out of whack that everybody at the grocery store really liked him. Everyone called him Mello, and all of his customer surveys were very, very positive. I don't know. I'm not saying he's a great kid. Obviously, he brought a knife to a place he shouldn't have, pulled it out, and stabbed a kid. I don't know. It's crazy to think that there's like this big national and international story going on right now that's getting way out of control when it comes to the racial tensions of the story. Everyone's trying to turn this into a, like another George Floyd incident or something. I don't know. It's crazy to think that my family knew the murderer, and it happened so close to here. I don't know. It's just crazy. It's just so crazy because it's weird to think that all the people that I watch, like Tim Pool and Ben Shapiro and Matt Walsh and so forth, they're all talking about this stuff. The Hodge twins, the conservative twins. It's just so weird that all of this is happening literally like a mile from my house here in Frisco, where I film all of my videos. And actually, I'm kind of worried. My wife and I were saying that we're really worried about how there might be like protests, especially as the summertime comes around. That's a lot of the usual time when things happen. Things get hot, people are outside, kids are out of school. And I'm actually worried for the Frisco Gun Club because literally they're like right down the road. And I hope if anybody from the Frisco Gun Club is listening to this, because I know a few people do, I hope that you guys are securing your inventory, because I would hate for there to be some type of riot or march, or we have protesters and the like, and they start right there at that stadium, which is like down the street from the gun club, and they all end up going in that direction and vandalizing things, trying to steal things. I mean, I know they have security measures in place, but man, I'm actually really kind of worried about that. But I guess we'll just have to see. But anyway, that's all I got for you tonight. Sorry, it's a really boring episode. I don't really have a lot to talk about. Hopefully tomorrow I'll come back to you on Easter Sunday with a first impressions video. It's about 7 o'clock now. I'm going to try to work on this gun, start cleaning it up, and then maybe go to the range. And we'll see what happens. So there you go. If you made it to the end of this video and want to participate in the word of the day is... let's see here. I want to do something with the Tokarev. Let's make it clean. Clean is the word of the day. So use that word in a comment. I know you made it to the end because I'll be cleaning this gun. And that will probably be a while. But I'm actually kind of excited because I've never detail stripped a Tokarev before. So we'll see what I discover. So anyway, thank you for joining me here in the garage for another boring episode. But it's all I got for you. And I know that some people just enjoy these garage gun talks. So, as always, thanks for watching.